Hello, I'm Lindsay, and welcome to A Balanced Approach to Business Growth, or welcome back if you've been here before. This playlist is packed with tips, insights, and practical strategies to help you grow your business your incredible way. It's all about helping you simplify your approach, help you to focus on what truly matters, help you to move forward with clarity, help you to avoid burnout, overwhelm, and that 24-hour hustle culture. If we've not met before, I'm a business coach who's passionate about helping ambitious business owners bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be. Today, I want to talk about comparisonitis. I'm not even sure that's a word, and it's not easy to say, I can assure you. But that's that sneaky little voice that tells you that you should be doing more, that you should be doing what everyone else is doing. You should be doing what she's doing down the road or what he's doing in the town next door. But here is the truth. Your business doesn't have to look like anyone else's. In fact, it shouldn't. And in fact, I'd go as far as to say it can't. And the real secret to your success and happiness in business is designing a business that fits your life, your priorities, your values, that works within your unique rhythm. So what does this look like in real life, and what the hell am I talking about today? Okay, here's some examples. Maybe you're a morning person who loves to get things done before the rest of the house wakes up. Maybe you thrive on working in bursts late at night. Maybe family time or fitness is your non-negotiable. Whatever your style, whatever is important to you, your business should support that and not force you to fit into somebody else's mold. And yet, that's exactly what we try to do. I know I've exactly tried to do that. I'm not even sure that that's a sentence, but you know what I mean. I know that I've tried to do that because we are constantly being fed with the perfect schedules, the get up at 4, be at your desk by 5. Not a chance I'd be able to do that. The big launches, the 7 figures, the 8 figures, and yes, I've even heard about 9-figure launches. The hustle heavy routines where it's about the outreach and you've got to be connecting and you've got to be chasing it down. And it's easy for us to think, for us, because yes, I fall into this trap. I have fallen into this trap. It's easy to think that that's what we need to do. And I'm not saying that those things are wrong, but they won't necessarily work for you. So here I am today, giving you permission to stop comparing yourself. Stop trying to keep up with the noise, or as we say here in the UK, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Instead, it's time to focus on what feels right for you. Because when you own your rhythm, you create a business that fuels your energy, not drains it. So because I like to give you some tips, some things that you can do, I have 4 practical tips to help you find your rhythm. So let's get started. And here is tip number 1. Track your energy and focus patterns. Notice when your focus is sharpest, when your energy flows more naturally. So you might be that morning person. So it might be that you get at your desk at 8, 8:39, whatever time is right for you. And that's when your energy is really high. That's when you can more easily make decisions. That's when you can get stuck into a project and before you know it, it's done. That's when you can start writing a blog and before you know it, the blog's written, you've scripted a video, and you've got 4 fabulous posts for LinkedIn or Instagram. It's when it feels easy. Now, for you, it might not be in the morning. It might be later in the afternoon. And I have met people before that they don't feel this natural energy until after lunchtime. And I have met people that do their best work at night. I have a caveat to that. I do my best work at night. I used to tell myself that I do my best work at night because I'm running the business around the children, because I have to stop at 3 and then I can't start again till 8. And then it's okay to work till 1, 2 in the morning. But what was happening is yes, I could get a lot of work done because there were no emails, there were no calls, there were no children. A lot of that work had to be checked in the morning. So I was actually creating work. So keep in mind when you're looking for those areas of peak performance, when your energy is flowing most naturally, just make sure that you're not creating work as I was. I needed to share that with you because I did that for a long time and got very tired and very close to burnout doing it. So, having put that slightly negative part to one side, I want you to start noticing those natural peaks, those natural highs, when everything feels that little bit easier, when decisions are easier to make. These are your natural peaks, and that's when you tackle those high impact tasks. What do I mean by high impact tasks? They're the tasks that move your business forward. They're the tasks that enable you to move your business forward, sometimes more quickly. It is about working smarter, not harder. Now, it might be when you do your planning, it might be when you do your outreach, it might be when you create those proposals, it might be when you do your marketing or content creation. For me, absolutely. There is no point in me trying to create a video later in the afternoon. My energy will have dipped and I can't be my natural self. So notice the peaks and decide how to use that time best in your business. But most importantly, use it to focus on those activities that move your business forward. Okay, tip number 2. Prioritize what matters to you. It is time to write down your non-negotiables in life and business. Now, this might mean, and these are a little bit time related, but it might mean protecting your time around school pickup because you want to be there to pick up your children. Or in my case, I want to be there to see them through the door. It might be protecting space in your calendar for workouts, for being creative. So really think about what matters most to you and what are your non-negotiables. In business, your non-negotiables might be choosing only one marketing channel. You might have been really struggling to create videos recently, but love blogging. Well, ditch the video, focus on the blogging. It might be that you have been trying to be all things and everywhere across lots of social media channels, but actually love spending time on LinkedIn, my primary platform. Then ditch some of the others. Or make it easier. Just use the content from your LinkedIn or other primary platform and just see if you can tweak it slightly for the others. We're really good at making things complicated. Now, the reason I want you to look both at your non-negotiables in life, but also in business is because that will help you to define what you want your business model to look like. Too often, clients arrive at my door with incredible ambitions, but their business model is not aligned to it, and it's certainly not aligned with the life that they want to live. Equally, when we take time to zone out and go, what do I like doing? What's important to me? What do I value? It will help you to stop doing all the things that you think you should be doing because everyone else tells you you should or someone is doing them already. It will stop you spreading yourself too thinly, which means you will focus on the activities that move your business forward, which means you will move towards your goals more easily and sometimes more quickly. Tip number 3, set boundaries that protect your rhythm. So tip 1 was about noticing those natural highs, those natural peaks when you are at your best, when you can more easily make decisions, when you work better. You need to protect those. So if you are better in the morning, for example, it might be that you need to turn off work notifications from 6 p.m. It might be that you need to go to bed earlier and make that a habit to protect that rhythm that you have in the morning. By the way, sleep is absolutely underrated. Sleep will solve so many problems. When you are sleeping well, when you are getting enough sleep, you will naturally have more of that energy that you require, more of those high impact periods that you can use in your business to move it forward. That's an aside. I wasn't going to talk about sleep, but I think it's worth mentioning. So think about how to protect your natural rhythm. Do you need to turn off those work notifications? Do you need to decide that you're not going to have any meetings on Friday and protect that time for you? Do you need to start using power hours? Okay, I've talked about power hours previously, and I might have called them a different name. But power hours are when you are putting slots in your diary around those high energy level times so that you can focus on the activities that move your business forward. Now, that might be when you need to be creating content. It might be when you need to work on those income generating activities, such as proposals or follow-ups. It might be when you have to work, not have to, because you should want to. It's when you want to use that time to work on developing the business. So, how are you going to protect that time? How are you going to protect your rhythm? And that often does come down to time. But let's face it, it's a choice. You get to decide. This is your business, and you should be designing it around your rhythm, but also so you can work in your incredible way and not like everybody else. Tip number 4, build a consistent, manageable pipeline that fits your rhythm. Now, I wanted to include this one because let's face it, we all want business growth. We all want more clients. And growth shouldn't mean chaos. Okay, so when you're talking about your pipeline, it's really important that you recognize alongside your rhythm and alongside the time that you want to spend in your business, it's important to recognize how many new clients you could take on, for example. In action-focused, results-driven, I tend to work on the basis that I can onboard 2 to 3 clients a month. That ensures that I have the time in my diary to give those new clients my time to get them onboarded, to have their strategy calls. So there is no point in me spending a huge amount of time on creating a pipeline of 50 leads a month, day, week, whatever the latest inbox message is telling me I can have. So it's important to understand how many clients you can take on board. It's important to understand the pipeline and what it needs to look like. Actually, I'd go as far as to say it's not just important. This is your opportunity to choose what your pipeline needs to look like so it's manageable. And in relation to creating a pipeline, you may have been scrolling and heard that you need to do daily outreach. You need to be on LinkedIn. You need to be messaging people. You need to be keeping up with the messages on your other social media platforms. You need to be creating more content. You need to be picking up the phone and calling 5 people. All of this seems really overwhelming, doesn't it? So decide what works for you. One of the things I've done recently, actually, and when I say recently, only this week I decided that I wanted to spend a little bit more time on my secondary social media platform, which is Instagram. So I have put each day, it says 10 minutes, 10 minutes messaging, commenting. That's all I'm allowing myself. Now, if I spend a little bit more time, that's because I have literally found fabulous more content that is absolutely fabulous and I want to engage with. By limiting that time, I make sure that I don't get lost in the rabbit hole of Instagram. So decide firstly what your pipeline needs to look like to achieve your financial targets, and then get really clear on what activity needs to happen. Do you need a weekly outreach session? So that might be following up proposals. That might be following up those who have shown an interest in working with you. It might be 15 minutes daily engaging on LinkedIn, but keep it simple. Simple means you're more likely to be consistent and make sure it's aligned with your rhythm. So some of these things that I've mentioned, actually, that engagement, I might do those later in the afternoon, not because I don't need the right energy, but because it's a great activity to start doing in that period that I've blocked in my diary between 3 and 4. Because while my children finish just before 3, they will come home anytime between 3 and 4, depending on what they're doing, who they're hanging out with, and who they're chatting to. Sorry, there was something flying around me. That just shows you how live and real this is. So think about where you can put these into your diary, depending on what energy level you need and where it fits best. Your pipeline supports you. So this is about making growth sustainable. And it's one of the reasons I want to mention this tip is because I believe in sustainable growth, not these massive highs and lows, not the feast and famine. And when we build a consistent, manageable pipeline that fits with our rhythm, we start to see that sustainable growth. And that's worth working towards. There you have it. 4 tips for you. But before you go, I want to challenge you to find one small thing you can change in your business today. A quick win that feels easy but will make a difference. Maybe it's setting a new boundary. Maybe it's blocking out a 90-minute power hour or focus time, call it what you like, in your diary every Wednesday at 9. Maybe it's recognizing that you are most productive in the morning and therefore you need to change how you work and the activities that you're giving your attention to. Maybe you don't want to work Fridays anymore and you're just going to block those out. That's a bit more of a stretch and not so much of a quick win because that's going to take courage. But whatever you decide to do, I want you to celebrate that change and tell me about it. Come back and drop it in the comments. Now, when you're ready to look at the bigger picture and what might be possible with a business that truly works for you, I'm here to help you. When you're ready, or today, book a complimentary clarity coaching call with me. I'll drop the link below so you can do that because I'm here to help you build a business your way that matches your rhythm and allows you, enables you to live the most incredible life. Thank you for joining me today and spending a little bit of your precious time with me. I can't wait to hear what you decide to change or do and the difference it's making in your business.